Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I am running late. My alarm went off at 7 and I hit snooze like 5 times. I did not. For some reason, I was extra tired. Merry Christmas. So, you're getting me like you did on Thanksgiving, putting on makeup first thing. That's okay. You slept in? Yeah, all week long, my body has been waking me up at 6 a.m. And for some reason today, I don't know. I was up kind of late though, so that could have been why. I was up till like midnight. Hi, Bandit. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, PBH. Merry Christmas, Vintage Vixen. Lady Lucky. Merry Christmas. Joy, Blue Cadillac. Welcome in. Thank you all for coming to hang out today. Can you hear me okay? I have you propped up and I don't have my AirPods in. Okay, cool. I have no agenda to speak of for today. I don't know what we're going to do other than kind of hang out. I will sell some stuff. What else? I'll probably let you guys choose. Like, I have jewelry. I have stuff that I got at the flea market last week that I haven't gone through yet. Actually, maybe it was like 2 weeks ago. Whenever I went on that trip, I stopped at a couple of flea markets, trip to get the jewelry. I have more jewelry to go get, so we can do another live stream sometime. I forgot what he said. I think he has another 20 pounds for me to come pick up. So, does everybody have their coffee this morning? Hopefully so. So yeah, what am I going to do today? We are going to hot tea. That's cool. I've never been a hot tea person. It kind of doesn't like my stomach. Vintage has her coffee. Cool. I have Dunkin' Donuts brand coffee with cream and sugar. I'm really simple this morning. So I really love the coffee at the roastery in Kansas City. Their coffee is so good, and but I need to grab some the next time I'm back up that way, which should be soon because I need to go hang out with my son for Christmas. He was sick with like some kind of respiratory thing all week. And so I was going to give him the old PT Cruiser for Christmas. And yeah, I think he's feeling better. He went to work. I don't know. We'll see. He's supposed to go to his grandma's today. So yeah, he's supposed to go to grandma's. I hope he's better. But he lives in downtown Kansas City. And so he's 2.5 hours away right now. But yeah, he's good. He's good. Hi, Merry Christmas, Healer Mom. Yeah. So eventually I'll make it back up that way, get more jewelry and get him the car. He was too sick to come because I told him Monday, I was like, I'll come get you. And Cooking with April, good morning. Merry Christmas. You can join us if you want to chat with the other chat, because you can't see the other people talking on YouTube. You can join us at niknax.net, knickknacks.net, niknax.net. I need to go over to YouTube and write something so people know. Anyway, but you're free to hang out where you are too. I am just getting ready real quick, and we're just hanging out on Christmas. Don't want anybody alone on Christmas. It's hard, once your kids grow up and things like that, and they have their own lives, or if they go spend time with the in-laws, things like that. Christmas changes throughout your life, right? So not everybody has a big thing to go do anymore, or other situations. So I wanted to have a spot to where people could hang out and not worry about anything. Working in Kentucky and your family's in North Carolina. Well, you can hang out with us all day. I don't know how long I'll be on till. However we're feeling it. Probably at least 5 o'clock Central Time. Probably. We'll see. Yeah, PBH. I was hoping it would be a good distraction for people. Even if that's watching me put on my makeup terribly. I do not do near as well as people who do this for a living do. Even though I watch their videos, I don't know what I'm doing. You'll be in and out. So you have a cooking channel? Is that it? That's cool. I'm about to make breakfast, so don't judge me. I do not cook like a professional. I cook like a Midwestern woman. Last night, I went to my friend's house and, oh, cool. Last night, I went to my friend's house, and I'll check out your channel. What did I make for dinner? I made us chicken thighs. I browned them in the cast iron and then finished them off in the oven. I used Dano's seasoning on it. I know that's kind of cheating, but breakfast pizza. I know that's kind of cheating, but if you guys haven't tried the Dano seasonings mix, oh my gosh, he's got some good seasoning mixes, and they don't have a ton of salt in them, so they're so good. And the Dano's original is really good on chicken, especially if you're not that great of a cook as far as able to mix spices to, what spices to use. That Dano's is some good stuff. You can find it at Walmart. It's in a green bottle, is the original one. So I just put too much blush on my forehead. So funny. It looks so different. You can buy it at Walmart. And it has a green lid. Dano's. But he has other seasonings, but the original is the only one I've tried so far. And I ordered I went on Amazon because I tried the original. TikTok made me do it. Tried the original, and then I went on Amazon the other day and I ordered several of the other ones to try. I have to even out this makeup a little bit. So it's good for those who don't really know what they're doing in the kitchen, or even if you do, it's good stuff. So anyway, and then what else did I make last night? I made a a salad, just romaine lettuce, carrots, and celery. Nothing special. And what else did we have? We had broccolini. Got it at Sam's Club. They're the really thin broccoli stalks, so you can eat the stalk and all. Steam that, and then I put Velveeta on it, which Velveeta makes everything good. I don't care if it's not real cheese. It's good. And what else? Oh, twice baked potatoes. So that was our dinner last night. And I probably won't be cooking. Well, I will. I don't know. I've got chicken tenders in the fridge, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them later. I'll have to do something with them later. Later today. But this morning, here in a little bit, I'll probably make an omelet. I am gluten-free, so I would need a cauliflower crust to make broccoli pizza. What did everybody else have for dinner last night? What'd you guys have for dinner? Tell us. McDonald's? Pizza? Anything good? Oh, have fun, April. You had cookies for dinner? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Chinese, yum. Chex Mix. I've never been a Chex Mix person. I would always pick out certain things. But yeah, that's awesome. Whataburger patty melt. That's cool. They're finally starting to get Whataburgers here in Missouri. Patrick Mahomes brought Whataburger to Missouri. I wish somebody would tell them to get some gluten-free buns, though. Hi, Amelia. I guess I should have wrote something in the host notes up there. I forget that that's there. I think that will come in handy when I go live thrifting and stuff. I need to do again. I had fun doing it. I did not make money doing it, but I had fun. Steak and hash browns, Grandma Shelley. That sounds amazing. Oh, thank you, Joy. Yeah, I was excited to do it. I lamb shank with wine sauce, mashed potatoes, green beans with mushrooms. I'm gonna come to your house, Bandit. You know, I've had lamb like one time in my life, and I had it at a restaurant and I didn't really care for it, but I think I would like it if I tried it again. Wow, that sounds amazing. With wine sauce, mashed potatoes, green. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting hungry. My little Midwestern chicken sounds like nothing now. Yeah, Joy, this is my third year live streaming on Christmas Day. I did it on that other channel. Back when it was smaller and less icky. It's kind of icky now. Or I don't feel like I fit in there anymore. Maybe it's probably a me problem, honestly. Yeah, I did Thanksgiving. I did Thanksgiving my first year in 2020. 2. Yeah, first takes a while to cook the lamb. Awesome. Yeah, you'll have to send me the recipe, Bandit, because I want to try to cook lamb sometime. Like I said, I've only had it in a restaurant, and it may have been the restaurant, so I might need to try that. Do I need to flat iron my hair or just say we're good? I think we'll just say we're good. Yeah. So yeah, I just when I started the other live streaming, I realized it's your usual go-to. Yeah, it's good. It's good. When I first started live streaming, I realized how many people became my friends on the app, right? And I didn't want anybody to be alone on a holiday. And I started hearing how many people said they were going to be alone. And my son is grown. And I was like, well, why don't we all just hang out together? And so that's what I did. Hang on, I'm going to set you. Hold on, let me grab my little stand thingy to set you guys on. So that's what I did. And people seemed to like it. So I did it Thanksgiving in 2023. If I had this table cleaned off, that would be nice. I have all my jewelry show stuff on the kitchen table. Everybody seemed to like it, so I did Christmas too. Sit you where the light isn't. All these stupid lights. There we go. That's better. Hang on, I'm going to get my AirPods. I got to go get the other one. Maybe you can hear me a little bit better now. We good? Cool. So yeah, I realized how many people were my friends and they were likely going to be alone. And there wasn't, like I said, that app was smaller back then. So there wasn't going to be anybody on for people to go hang out with. So same with here. I thought Monica was going to be on this morning, but I don't think she was. I got up and I was like, oh, went on my phone to see her live and she wasn't there. Oh, good. Blue Heron, Merry Christmas, and I'm glad you like them. I got another pair. Ooh, when we were digging through that jewelry the other day, and I told you guys when I get those bags and stuff like that. Good morning, Joanne. Merry Christmas. When I get those bags, the bottom of the bag is like the best. It's like the bottom of a salad. So I haven't listed these yet, but I did find some gold. I found 4 pair of gold earrings in the bottom of that bag. I got these black and gold onyx earrings. Aren't they pretty? So I was excited to find those. I'll get those listed eventually. So Merry Christmas, Nina. Merry Christmas, Vintage Corner. Kim. Merry Christmas, Kim. Yeah. So I drove all of those packages to Butler, Missouri on December 18th because I was like, the Springfield post office is not scanning packages in. So I drove 2 hours to that other post office so it would go to the Kansas City. I should have just drove it straight downtown to Kansas City. I dropped them off at that post office, and then we went live thrifting that day at that thrift store there. Those packages haven't moved. It's still showing Butler, Missouri on the 18th, and I'm so upset. I'm so upset because I wanted those packages to be to people by Christmas, and they're still sitting in Kansas City, I think. So I don't know what's going on with the post office, but I think I'm going to have to start shipping more stuff UPS. I think I'm going to look into, you can sign up when you're a business. You can sign up for a thing to where UPS comes to your house every day. Oh, you did get both of your packages? Oh, good. You can sign up to where UPS comes to your house every day and picks up. You have to pay, hey, honey, Bobo Bear, welcome in. You have to pay like a weekly subscription fee for that, but it might be worth it. I don't know. I just want people to get their packages quickly, and I want you guys to get them safely. You know, you don't buy this stuff so it shows up broken, right? So, oh, you got your boxes too, Nina? Oh, good. This post office, I know it could be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm just kind of over the post office. And I think a lot of other people are too. I don't think when I placed my pickup order, I don't think I got my zucchini. Where's my zucchini? Oh no. I don't think I got it. You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, I got so much in here that I need to throw away. I need to have a clean out my fridge day, but not today. Not today. It's not happening. Okay. We'll have a Spanish omelet then with mushrooms because I can. Yep, I don't see any zucchini in here. I must not have got it. Well, I got cheese coming out my ears though. I also have steaks. I could make steak for a Christmas dinner. We could do steaks out on the grill later. Merry Christmas, Oma. We could do steaks on the grill later. Merry Christmas, us stalker. Merry Christmas, Grandma. Hopefully them, I doubt it's in the car. I probably never got it. I either probably thought I ordered it and didn't, or they just were out of stock or something. That's the problem when you do the online pickup thing. You got other people picking out your groceries, and it doesn't always go the way you think. But I also forget things when I go to the store, so I always think, oh my gosh, you can see my jewelry mess table. Jewelry is easier to ship, but I'll tell you what, it's messier to have for a product in your house. And you think, oh, it's little, it's messy. It's messy. Yeah, it's got a mess. It's got a mess over there. We got a mess going. Oh, and I have that other table set up with stuff that I dug out the other day. I was sorting and taking. I have a whole car full of stuff to go to the thrift store. It's been challenging finding thrift stores down here. That's been my biggest challenge down this way is finding thrift stores. So I'm trying to find a thrift store to take the stuff in the car to that's kind of closer to here. But worst cases is I take it to Springfield tomorrow because it's got to go. So we'll sort through some things today for sure. I know we'll do that. We'll sort through some things and decide if some stuff needs to go. If you guys think I should try to sell it again or take it to the thrift store because I'm not messing with the stocks today. Maybe I am. Didn't want to pop off. Hopefully Kim is not here and judging, or what was her name? Oh, her name was April. That's right. April's not judging my knife skills here. So what's everybody doing? LE, Merry Christmas. I'm glad to see you on Knickknacks, Ellie. So yeah, we can sort through some things later, decide if it needs to go to the thrift store. Maybe that could be a game we play. Like thrift or no thrift. Hi C-Mac, Merry Christmas. You're going to clean and organize your sewing craft room today? That sounds like a ginormous undertaking, I'm not going to lie. That sounds like cleaning out a closet kind of thing. Like you end up making a huge mess and getting overwhelmed halfway through. But once you get it done, it's spectacular. And then once you get it done, you're like, I don't want to mess it up again. And then you say to yourself, I'm never going to let it get messy again. And then you do. So, nailed it exactly. Yeah, exactly. See, I know. See, I got inventory sitting here even. Ugh. You're not supposed to store mushrooms in plastic bags. I don't have any brown paper bags, though. All right, they're just going in the fridge like this for now. Until I figure out what to do with those guys. All right, where's my skillet? Merry Christmas, Christy. Merry Christmas, Janetta. We are, I'm making, an omelet this morning right now. Merry Christmas, Andrea. Oh, it's not Andrea, it's Andree. Okay, that's not better. Hold on, I was trying to get you guys at a better angle. Okay, there we go. That's better. Let me get this hot. This stove is not natural gas, it's propane. And man, it gets hot. Like there is no such thing as a low setting on this. It gets so hot. Hey, adored, Merry Christmas. Did Santa bring me a puppy? No, I don't need a puppy. I don't need anything I have to take care of. I barely take care of myself. Merry Christmas, Mel's. Merry Christmas, Crystal. Merry Christmas, adored. I try to call everybody by their screen name because I can't remember which ones get upset when you call them by their real name. So it's just easier to... What's for breakfast? I'm getting ready to make an omelet. Oh, I should have done my nails when we were downstairs. And I'm about to make another cup of coffee because my first cup has gotten cold. So I didn't drink it fast enough because I was jibber jabbering so much. I tend to do that. You guys, it's so funny because whenever I've taken people live thrifting so many times, does it give off a smell? A little bit when the oven's going. Yeah, you could smell propane. Definitely when the oven's going. I hate this oven. Um, but and then so I'd been using my air fryer, my Cuisinart air fryer here. This thing, I love it. Yeah, it quit working. It quit working. I'm so upset. I'm gonna have to buy a new one because I love that thing. You can cook chicken in it, you can cook pork chops in it, you can cook anything in it. And yeah, so that's a lot of mushrooms. um, what was I saying? Oh, so I go live thrifting so much with you guys. I was talking about jibber jabbering. I go live thrifting so much with you guys that when I'm in the thrift store by myself, um, when I'm in the thrift store by myself, I talk like I'm talking to you guys. Like I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I think this might be, Murano," or "Oh, I think this might be Fenton," or "Oh, yeah." When I'm alone, I should just do like Jocelyn and start recording if I'm gonna sit there and talk to myself. Yeah, these. Okay, so I've done an advertisement for Danos this morning. Now I'll do an advertisement for Cuisinart. This Cuisinart air fryer thing, the shelves are there. I took them out when I was fiddling with it, trying to get it to work. Um, but yeah, don't judge because this thing says it's nonstick and it lies. Yeah, you just slide in the drawers here. You got the basket and you got a tray. And what I would do is I would put spray, get the spray avocado oil or the olive oil and spray down and season pork chops or chicken or steak. I've never tried a steak in there. But yeah, like boneless or even bone-in chicken or chicken tenders or I mean, I've done like the big fat chicken breasts in there. And then it's got temperature controls just like an oven and you can set it on that it has broil, convection broil, toast, so you can still use it as a toaster oven, bake, convection bake, and air fry. And then it's got temperature settings all the way from 250 to 450. And then you just set the timer. And yeah, like I'll put chicken breasts in there and season them and maybe 15 minutes, like halfway through, flip them over, and they'll get a nice crust on them. I got mine at Kohl's. I don't know if still Kohl's is still doing I should have bought one when I was at Kohl's the other day. Dang it. I got mine at Kohl's because of the cash back, the $10 Kohl's cash, yada yada. I did go to Kohl's and I do have $10 in Kohl's cash right now. I might go back get one. Or they could deliver it. They'll deliver too if you spend so much. Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah, they're so easy. And then the nice thing about YouTube and TikTok and all of those things is you can go watch videos. Um, what people make in them. But yeah, I just make tater tots. What else did I make a lot in it? I made the heck out of those boneless thick pork chops. Those like pork loin chops. I made those all the time because they would be done in like 15 minutes. Like they were so fast. And then I would cheat and like get the Bob Evans mashed potatoes that you get in the deli case at the store, and that's dinner. We're talking about my Cuisinart air fryer that died that I'm so sad about. I've had this thing for probably 6 years and it finally died on me. The air fry setting and the bake setting is the other day it just quit working last week, and I want to have a funeral for it. I'm so upset that it quit working. Here I was talking and I forgot to get my eggs ready. So I got to scramble up some eggs. The Amish near here. $3.50 for farm eggs from the Amish. That part makes up for everything else. The driving an hour to get to a grocery store, that's not cool, but your Amish are $2? Yeah. Well, yeah, wait. It'll be inflation will hit them. No, because I tried it in different plugs. I thought of that, Healer Mom. I thought about that. Yeah, our Amish, I don't know why. But I'm glad that the chickens are growing because, in the spring, those eggs this summer, they were young hens because they were teeny, teeny, tiny eggs. I get them, they probably are. So, okay, to be fair, I get them at the little bitty flea market in town, and they're $3.50 there. So the Amish probably charge them the $2, but they drive all the way to the Amish country to get it. And I say all the way, it's like 15, 20 minutes. I just don't ever. I haven't been to their store yet. Because, well, for one, I couldn't ever go in there in the summer because they have rules on how you dress when you go in. And when it's hot out, I'm wearing shorts and a tank top. I don't care. So I wouldn't have been allowed in their store in the summer. Yeah, there's Amish and Mennonite here like crazy. Enough to where on the highway they got buggy signs down this way to watch out for buggies. I put cottage cheese in my eggs, my scrambled mixed up eggs for added protein. Helps make the eggs more stay with you longer. Because you eat eggs in the morning, you're hungry a few minutes later, and that's because they're not satiating enough on their own. Should I throw some, I might throw a little bit of salsa in with them. There too. Yeah, I just whip it in. Yep. Throw a little bit of salsa in there this morning. That's good. Yeah, I just mix it in. Just whip it in, and then by the time they cook, you don't even know what's in there. But even if you don't like cottage cheese, you cannot taste it. I'm telling you. I thought the first time I saw it, people doing it, I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. But that's what's actually in the sous vide eggs that they have at Starbucks. They have cottage cheese whipped in there. So I mix it in with the ones that's way watery now. They roll out in 2 stores. Oh my gosh, $4 to $8 a dozen. Yeah. If I go to Aldi and get the pasture raised eggs at Aldi, they're like $6 because I buy the pasture. If I go to the grocery store, I buy the cage free or the pasture eggs is what the free range eggs is what I usually try to buy. Because the cage free just means that the chickens are just in a barn still all together. They really can't move because the barn's so crowded. But I don't know. At least these, I know they're taking care of their hens because, they need the animals to survive. The Mennonites and the Amish. They don't. I get mixed up on their different who can. I think the Mennonites can go. They can go to Walmart and they can go to stores, but I don't remember if they're allowed to buy food or not when they go. I don't know all the rules. And they can use cars if it's for work or something. I think that's the Mennonites. I get confused on the rules. And I think the rules vary per community based on whoever their leader is. I don't know. I get all mixed up. Oh, yeah. See, when I lived in Peculiar, the neighbors had chickens. Now, they didn't share they also had 6 kids. So they didn't share their eggs in the winter, but in the spring, they would bring me eggs. Merry Christmas, Cass. Merry Christmas, Fragile. Sorry if I'm missing you guys. Merry Christmas. If I didn't reply, it's just I didn't see it because I was cooking. Or jibber jabbering. People who say like they're nervous to live stream, which I still get nervous before every live. I was still nervous this morning. It's just like you're talking to yourself because when you look at your phone, you see yourself. You don't see other people. Now, if I saw a room full of people, I wouldn't be able to talk at all. I'm very, very shy, actually, unless I know somebody. But it's just like you're talking to yourself. And I jibber jabber. Yeah, I do jibber jabber. You want to get a pen and raise your own? You have to have enough to make it worth it, right? Because chickens are expensive too. All that feed and everything, all that extra stuff to buy them, it gets expensive. So you got to have enough chickens to make it worth the time. Unless you're just doing it because you love chickens. These are a little bit watery because I waited too long to add the salsa in. So don't judge me. It's just a scramble this morning. Talking to yourself could be dangerous, Monica. Girl, I thought you were going to be on this morning. What happened? You talk to yourself because you live with 8 pets? Merry Christmas, Mel's. Yeah. I woke up and I was like, where's Monica? All right. I got to put the cottage cheese back away. I got to put the salsa back away because otherwise I'll forget. No method. I'm just throwing them in there right now. I don't care. Okay. And I need to make a new cup of coffee. Oh, that's it. Only intelligent conversations sometimes? Yeah. Oh, you have people sleeping on the floor? Good morning, Shara. Merry Christmas, Kimmy. Merry Christmas, Coopster. Yeah, I jibber jabber a lot. All right, new cup of coffee. I was going to make a pot of coffee this morning and not do these K-cups because I really shouldn't use these, but I don't think they're the healthiest thing in the world to have that hot coffee go through the plastic, but then I get lazy and I want coffee, so I'm like over it. Merry Christmas, Robin. Okay, making coffee, and then we'll have our omelet, and we'll sit and we'll jibber jabber some more for a second, and then I'll do something productive at some point today. So it's only been 45 minutes. 45 minutes to put makeup on, and I didn't do my nails. I need to do that. You celebrated last night, went to early mass, now back in your PJs. There you go. I got my fuzzy socks on, but my feet are still freezing. I'm going to have to buy a rug for this kitchen floor if I'm going to stay here any length of time longer. Only have 2 bedrooms here. Your son and your grandson are there. Granddaughter got here Friday and still trying to unpack her, so you don't have any room. Well, that's okay, Monica. Whenever you go live, holler, and you can, normally it's not okay, but you can, today you can tell people you're getting ready to go live and let them come over and visit. Because I'm just kind of hanging out today. No room, but full of love. There you go. I'm just kind of hanging out today, so it's not a big deal. Normally I would say, don't steal people from my stream, but today it's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine today. Yeah, because I'm not really doing anything. And even if I do sell later or eventually today, it's fine. I'm going to an auction on January 1st, so I probably won't be doing a New Year's Eve stream, but I have a feeling there's going to be plenty of people. The last several years, I've done a New Year's stream live too, and New Year's Eve, and ringing the New Year in all of the time zones, but I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I think I'm going to go to an auction on the 1st. Yeah, live auction. Yeah. They have there's a lot of auctioneers around here that do New Year's Days consignment auctions. So it'll at least be inside, but it'll still be cold inside there because it's like a barn. So it'll still be cold. Yep, the Chiefs play at noon. I will turn them on. I will not have the volume on because oh my gosh, when we were live thrifting the other day, the thrift store had music playing. So I got a copyright ding from YouTube because of the music playing at the thrift store. I'm in Missouri. You guys got fantastic flea markets and stuff there in Ohio, from what I understand. So, yeah, I mean, it's part of it. Part of it. That's why Jocelyn asks for people not to play music when they're streaming in case she shares you guys over on the Knickknacks Facebook so she doesn't get a ding from Facebook. So that's why she asks people not to play music generally in the streams because of the copyright things, the dings. Now I gotta find a place to sit because I got jewelry everywhere. All right. They turn your stream off so it can't, so people can't watch it on YouTube. And then if you get enough of them, I don't know what happens if you get enough of them. If I was monetized, I think they demonetize you for a while, but I don't have enough followers to be monetized yet. So I'm cold. I'm gonna wrap up in a blanket and a blankie while I eat breakfast. You have family in Perryville? I don't know. I'll have to Google where Perryville is. Hang on, let me look. Yeah, they're harsh. They're harsh on that copyright stuff, which I understand. If I was an artist, I wouldn't want people to see to get upset. I feel like a sneeze is coming. Sorry. Perryville. Let me look. See how far Perryville is from here. Oh, they're way far away. They're way far away. They're on the other side. They're almost to Kentucky, right? Or Illinois. What's right there? Yeah, Illinois. You have family in Poplar Bluff? Yeah, they're far away from me too. I'm at the Lake of the Ozarks. Merry Christmas, Nifty Thrifty. Ugh, told you it was coming. Just had to wait for it. Thank you. Ugh. I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle now. Peculiar is up by Kansas City, over by Kansas. But right now I'm at the lake. So I'm from Peculiar, Missouri. Hence the name Peculiar Finds. So yeah. Peculiar, Missouri is where I'm from. I need a napkin. Oh, here's one. Yes, I'm closer to you now. Absolutely. It is a funny name for a town. So the way that Peculiar got its name is in 18 whatever. I don't even know. 1800 something. They the cities had to write. I think they wrote the federal government actually in like DC or something. I don't think they wrote Jeff City. I think they wrote DC. If I remember right. I don't know. They wrote the government anyway, and stuff had to go by pony, right? Pony Express then by pony. And so they said they wanted to name the town Jamestown. I don't remember the order of these. They wanted to name the town Jamestown. They wrote off. They came back. They said there's already Jamestown, Missouri. Can't do that. So they were like, okay. And there was another founder of the town. Their last name was Smith. Okay, well, we'll call it Smithville. Well, no, there's already a Smithville, Missouri. Came back on the horse. And they were like, they did this like 3 or 4 times. I don't even remember how many. And they finally came back and told the government, they were like, we don't care what we want. We just want a name that's peculiar or odd. So the government took it literally and named it Peculiar. Because, that's what governments do, is take things literally. So that's how the town got its name. Yes, it's a small town south of Kansas City. About 30 minutes south of Kansas City. And that's where I'm from, where I went to high school, where I was raised. Good thing it wasn't Oddville. Yeah. So my other business name that I have is actually Peculiar Odds and Ends, because I thought that was really cute. So, but I don't go by that. I thought that was too much to go by live streaming. And then I had it odds with a letter N, ends, and then so I would abbreviate it with ONE, so Peculiar One. And I almost went with that live streaming. And then I thought, no, people will think I'm weird. So, which I guess I am weird. Stores are rich in history. I don't know. We don't really have that many stores in town, honestly. But I'm not odd. Well, I think we're all a little odd in our own ways. How did I get in this business? Well, I would like to say, well, I don't know. The more I think about it, I've kind of always done this. Like when I was 15 years old, I was selling stuff. Now that I think about it, but I started with a little booth in the store in Peculiar, and I thought, well, I could go to garage sales and I could buy things for $0.25 and I could put it in the booth for $1 and I'm getting 4 times my money. That's back when things were that was like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when things were $0.25 at a garage sale.
a room full of odd folks, right? So I did that, and I tried selling on eBay when Dylan was really, really little, back in my early 20s. But that's when eBay was just getting started, really, and I didn't really understand how to ship things through the post office then because there wasn't really apps. Like people could still send you cash and checks then on eBay, right? So, I didn't really understand like take it to the post office and how much that would cost. And I had tried that a couple of times and I was a single mom and money was tight. So when it started costing me more to ship things to people because I didn't understand shipping really, then I didn't keep doing that. I wished I would have because my account would be way grandfathered in. Um, Worked jobs. I worked at Sprint for a while. And then work different jobs. Like I would work different temporary jobs too, like long-term temp jobs at different places. Just whatever I could to kind of learn how office life was. I started out after I had my son working at Walmart and worked my way up to a manager position within a couple of years. But yeah, so then started doing office work once he got 5 years old and started school because I thought Walmart would be too hard to be a single mom and have a little kid with the hours with him going to school and everything. And I could find daycare during the day, but to find daycare in the evenings or on the weekends was difficult. So when he started kindergarten, I decided to get an office job and start working in offices. Um, so yeah, and then I got bored. I would get bored when I was at the office. So at lunchtime, I would go to thrift stores, stuff like that. And then I sold on eBay a few times over the years, about 20 years ago. Just I would get scammed a few times and it would leave a bad taste in my mouth. Um, or buyers would just be awful for no reason sometimes. And so I started selling on Amazon. I figured out Amazon like 12 years ago. Yeah, about 12 years ago, I found Amazon that you could sell on Amazon. And so I started doing retail arbitrage on Amazon. And what retail arbitrage is I would go to Walmart and I would buy things on clearance or Academy Sports or Bass Pro or anywhere. I really liked the guy kind of stuff, like the hunting and the fishing stuff, things like that. Because things that didn't sell well here, like saltwater lures and stuff like that, there's no saltwater in Missouri, right? So I would be able to buy those on clearance and then sell them on Amazon, and then they would go to either California or Florida for big money, right? So I would buy things on clearance, and then I did Amazon, what is called FBA. So what that means is it's fulfillment by Amazon. So I would send boxes full, like large Home Depot boxes. I would send them into Amazon. They would store the items and then they would use their Prime to ship it to customers. So when you buy stuff on Amazon and you'll see shipped by Amazon and sold by Peculiar Odds and Ends, that's what that was. So I was a third party seller. Just like Jocelyn was talking about on the coffee chat the other day, how you can buy Temu stuff on Walmart. It's the same thing, a third party seller, right? Except, you got China sellers on there now. So back when it started, there wasn't China sellers on Walmart. It actually started out Jet, and Walmart bought Jet, and then that's how they got the third party. But yeah, so I did that. Well, then COVID hit, and I couldn't. The stores were shut down. Walmart clearance, like whatever was at Walmart when they were opened, was wiped out. And I was like, what am I going to do now? Like, I don't have a business anymore. Walmart doesn't clearance things down anymore like they used to. Prices went up. There wasn't room to make money doing that anymore. So I started selling on eBay and Etsy again. What I mostly did on Etsy was furniture. I would go to, I would search Facebook Marketplace for people selling things during COVID. And so I would buy things, and then I sold a lot on Facebook Marketplace of just inventory I had in my house, because I would still go to auctions and stuff sometimes. And I still had a couple of flea market booths. So during COVID, I started selling on eBay, but mostly on Facebook Marketplace, where I would ship the items. So I was doing that for a couple of years. I was getting sour on eBay again because, again, the scammers just are frustrating. The buyers on eBay are frustrating. That's all I'll say about that. So I'm gluten free. So I had ordered IHOP gluten free DoorDash one day. Well, I don't know what was wrong with that DoorDash, but I got gluten free pancakes and something else with it. But I got sick, like really sick. Like I was in bed for a week. And I think it was like some kind of intestinal thing. I don't know what it was, if it was like E. coli or what, but it was bad. It was bad. It was bad enough I drove myself to the hospital one day because I just could not, I didn't think I was going to make it. And they gave me some antibiotics and they gave me some fluids and all of that. So anyway, after I went to the hospital and started finally feeling better, I was scrolling through my phone and I saw an ad on Facebook for that other live streaming app. And I'm like, wait, they just do baseball. I had heard of them before, but I was like, they just do ball cards and stuff like that there. And then I saw an advertisement for jewelry. And this lady selling jewelry on the advertisement. I'm like, they do jewelry now? And so I signed up like on a Friday. It was like on a Friday. And then I got onboarded, or I had an appointment on Monday to onboard. And I was like still too sick. So I think I did my onboarding on Wednesday, and then I had my live stream Friday. Cuz this is exactly what I tell people. I worked for the app for a little while onboarding people, and what I would tell them is the longer you wait from the time your onboarding is over to the time you do your first live, you get in your own head and you start psyching yourself out. And if you just like do it like a band-aid and rip that off and go ahead and do it and get it over with, it's better. It's better. Otherwise you get in your own head. So yeah, did my first live stream. I did my first month of shows on that other app doing jewelry. And then I was on, yes, Hawkeye, the more you do, the longer you wait, the more you get up. It's all cerebral. It's all in your own head. That anxiety you have is not really real, right? Like it's in your head. It's not any of us putting that anxiety on you. We're not saying, oh no, Hawk, don't go live yet. You can't do it. We're not saying that. We're saying you can do it. It's somebody up here telling you that. So don't listen to that person. Listen to us. Okay. We're not saying don't do it. We're saying do it, right? Get out of your head. Don't worry about it. So what was I saying? So I was on YouTube one day and I was watching this lady on YouTube. I don't even remember who it was. And she was showing her haul. She had gone to a thrift store or something and she was unboxing her haul. And I was like, why can't I do that live streaming? Nobody does that live streaming. Nobody did that live streaming on that other app? They did like everything loaded into their store. Here's this vase. I have it loaded into my store. You can bid on it, kind of thing. That's how they did it, right? Like, and showed it and had their store preloaded. Nobody did unboxing. So I'm like, I'm going to go to an auction. So I went to an auction and I was like, I was going to kind of sort through the stuff first. And I'm like, you know what? I can do that live. Why do I need to sort through it first? You know, like, so At my old house, my deck, the back deck, had a section that was only like 2 feet off the ground, maybe a foot and a half off the ground. So I took that PT Cruiser and I backed it up in the back. I drove it around to the backyard, backed it up to the back deck, turned the camera on, went live. Opened the trunk of my car, started grabbing stuff out of the trunk of the car and selling it. And the next thing I know, I have over 200 people in my show watching, going, "What are you doing?" I did have negative people. I did have people go, "Well, I clean my stuff before I sell it, and I do this, and you don't even know what you have in the car. You could be selling something worth $1,000 for $10." And I'm like, then somebody's getting a good deal and they'll come back again. If I don't know what it's worth, it's not hurting me. And tell me tell me after you buy it, or tell me later, "Hey, I got this thing for $10. I sold it for 1,000." I'll say, "Great." I'll say, "Awesome. Congratulations." Because the auctions I go to, when I tell this old man auctioneer, the first auction I really got to know an auctioneer at, his name was Mike. And I would tell Mike, I'd be like, "Mike, this iPod you're selling me, it was worth a couple of $100 and I bought it for $2." And he's like, "Good. Go sell it for $200. And then you'll come back and you'll spend $200 with me buying more stuff." Well, Mike had a nice house and Mike knew what he was talking about. Well, yeah, I might have thrown several F-bombs on that app when I was on that app. I'm not gonna lie. I did, when in Rome, right? Um, yeah. So I might have. I did not, the other word, never in my life have I said that word. But I might throw out a few F-bombs, especially if somebody made me mad. Because there are a whole lot of trolls on that app that are very, very negative, and they like to get you riled up, and they would get me riled up, and I would cuss them out when they riled me up. They also said they cannot guarantee no bed bugs. That's hilarious. When you're buying stuff from storage lockers, especially depending on the area that you're in, it is quite possible for that to happen. But I would also know how to look for them. There's ways to look for them. When you do that long enough, they obviously have not done that long enough, or they don't care enough to look for them. I don't want to buy a locker or bring home any of that stuff with bugs on it. I don't want to bring that to my home. So, yeah, I mean, I've bought furniture that's had mattresses on it and I know how to check. I've bought upholstery furniture to resell in flea market booths. I know how to check. So it's the same thing with smaller soft goods. Bed bugs aren't going to be on hard goods. They would only be on soft goods. They would only be on like a mattress or, a chair or things like that. So yes, Blue Heron, I agree. Um, you know, like I've been around a lot of men in my life, as far as like having guy friends, stuff like that, in business, things like that. So I know how guys talk and I can talk like that if I need to, but I also don't need to talk like that sometimes. That's the difference. So, but when you guys get me, like I'm talking to you right now, this is how I normally am. But if they pull it out of me, I'm not going to take it. And they like to on that other app. They like to pull it out of you, especially if you're selling in the storage unit category. So that's my story. And then when Jocelyn announced, so Jocelyn, she started selling over there and I would watch her. And then when she announced on YouTube that she was starting district and a marketplace on a marketplace on District, knickknacks. I was like telling my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to sign up for this. This is going to be amazing. And some people were like, I don't know. And I was like, why? Why wouldn't you do that? And they gave me reasons that I did not like. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have to listen to y'all. And so I signed up the first day, like that signups were open. And I got approved to sell, and I got onboarded to do my first live back in December, almost a year ago. I got onboarded. I'd have to check my emails from Sienna and see when my onboarding was, but I want to say it was in December. And I just realized yesterday, and I think I was working on Canva to create a graphic. I haven't found one that I like. But my first live stream was January 6th at 7:39 p.m., something like that. So on January 6th, I'm telling you now, we're going to have a big show on January 6th. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I know I need to go sourcing, and I'm going to find us some nice stuff. And we're going to have a party on the 6th. I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet, but I'm telling you now, that's what we're going to have, a party on the 6th. So back then, hardly anybody was doing live. I think I was the only one to go live yet that in January, like so far that month at that point, because hardly anybody was going live then. So, yep, clear your January 6th schedule for sure. I think it's a Tuesday. I'm glad it's not a weekend. I'm glad it's during the week. Let's see when I think it's a Tuesday, isn't it? No, it's a Monday. Yay! I love selling on Mondays. So yeah, Monday, January 6th, probably 2:00, like I normally like to do. 2 p.m. Central, which would be noon in the Pacific and 3 p.m. on the East Coast. We're gonna have a party. I'm gonna go source some good stuff, buy some really nice things for you guys, and we'll probably do dollar starts because it's 1 year. So why wouldn't we? Right? Maine will be there. Cool. So yeah, we'll have to have a party. I realized that yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh. Never bought anything on eBay or any app. Followed Crazy Lamp Lady on YouTube. Was late to looking at knickknacks. Now I'm addicted. Has filled my love of antiquity and thrifting. Plus, have found some really cool people. That's awesome, Coopster. I'm so glad that you took the leap to come join us here on Knickknacks. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The people here are fantastic. I've literally only had like 2 or 3 trolls, and Jocelyn took care of it. So, first Christmas giving knickknacks items to friends and families. You love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when I go to these auctions, there's vintage and contemporary items mixed in, and there's sometimes brand new items mixed in with the stuff that I buy because I buy boxes full a lot of the times. There are some things I buy individually, but a lot of things I buy by the box. And I will, yeah, she is familiar with trolls and the wedding proposals. I'm kind of sad. I haven't got a marriage proposal yet. I must be too old. Um, so I'm not childbearing age anymore, so I'm too old, I guess. So, yeah, she gets some marriage proposals, man. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. on January 6th. I think January 8th is when I set up the Native American stream. Those are super trolls. Those are professional trolls. Yep. Set up a native stream. January 2nd, we will do an unboxing from the auction I go to on January 1st. Some point, I don't know if it'll be Thursday or if it'll be next week, that I go pick up the jewelry that guy has for me, but we have another 20 pounds of jewelry to pick up and go through that at some point. Yeah, the next couple of weeks I've got, you haven't had any trolls? It says that, it doesn't say anything. Honestly, there's not that many here. It's mostly the people, who are watching on YouTube. So if you're not casting to YouTube, you're not really going to get it too much. But yeah, I have had a couple on knickknacks, but for the most part, people are nice here. People are awesome. You know, if that other app, you reported somebody for trolling you, they're not going to do anything. The only time they do anything is if you actually have to file a police report, which people have had to do over there. They've had to file police reports because people get that crazy. But yeah, for the most part, they don't do anything. There will always be unhappy people, yeah. Well, that's why, Janetta, whenever you guys, like, if I'm live thrifting, because I'm also casting to YouTube, when I'm live thrifting, you guys ask me where I am, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what city I'm in because you don't know if somebody's just going to show up, right? If I'm at an auction, at a live auction, I've had people ask where I am, and I'm like, I can't tell you where I am. You know, I just can't. Because you just never know who's watching is like within driving distance. You know, if you think about it, I'm in an auction sometimes for 6 or 8 hours. Somebody gets in their car, they could be there. By the time I'm loading up, they could be there. 6 or 8 hours away is Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois. Yeah. Hey, Justin, Merry Christmas. Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas. Oh, Colorado's within 8 hours. Dallas, Texas is within 8 hours of me. So if you think about it, that's a lot. Chicago's 8 hours away. There's a lot of people that could get to me within 8 hours. That's stuff you have to think about if you are live streaming and casting to YouTube and things like that. You don't have to worry about that just on knickknacks. You don't have to worry about that. People here are cool. It's that other side of the internet that you have to worry about. So just, oh my gosh, that's awful, Janetta. That's awful. Yeah, you just have to be aware of your surroundings at all times, right? As a female, you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. You know, when you go to the mall, you're told to not park next to a van, to have your keys in your hands, things like that, right? As a female. Well, that doesn't extend just for the mall or just going to Walmart or just being out in public. That extends to every aspect of your life, including live streaming. So you just have to be aware of your surroundings, and my surroundings include everybody watching on YouTube. So you have to take that into consideration. So protect your safety. Don't give people your address on this app for gifts or things like that. I mean, unless you know them and talk to them on the phone or whatever, and you're friends with them, whatever. Yeah, don't, just be careful. Just be careful. That's all. But yeah, That's why, you have sellers that have, obviously they mail things to you, but they've also been vetted. You come into my world, you can see the inside of my house, things like that. You know who I am. But yeah, you have to be aware. You have to be aware. I'm not trying to scare anybody by any means. I'm just saying, just just be aware. That's all. Hmm. Yeah. I think we have, I would say the majority of knickknacks is female, wouldn't you? I'd say 99.9% of knickknacks is female. I'll have to ask Jocelyn one day, like if there's a stat on that. But I'd say the majority of knickknacks is female. So I'm just talking to my female friends saying you always need to be aware of where you are, whether that's at Walmart or online. That's all I'm saying. I'm kind of over the eggs. They were good, but I'm just not feeling them this morning. This is a morning that I'm sad I'm gluten free because gluten free pancakes aren't very good, and pancakes sound really good today. So, the point of all of that jibber jabbering was to say, don't be afraid to go live. Just do it. If you're approved to go live, just do it. The more you get in your head, the worse off you are. So, that was my full life story, pretty much, on selling. First thing I remember selling and making good money on was Garth Brooks tickets. I was 15, 16 years old, and I bought tickets to Garth Brooks, and 4 of my friends wanted to go. Well, only one ended up going. So I had 2 extra tickets. So I asked around, like, I have 2 tickets for sale, 2 tickets for sale. And then people started offering me more and more money. Like, I'll give you this for him. I'll give you that for him. I'll give you this for him. I ended up doubling my money on the tickets. And so, yeah, that's the first thing I remember selling and making money on, like good money on, not just a little bit of money here or there, but yeah, good money. My jibber jabber is educational. It's a lot of jibber jabbering. D. Collins, happy holidays. What was my biggest sale? My biggest sale was $10,000. I had to split it with my friend. It was a piece of equipment. He has commercial buildings, and his tenant did not pay for like a year. He took him to court, all of this, evicted the guy. It was like 3 months after the eviction that stuff was still in the place. He tried going by the guy's house, tried getting the guy to come get the stuff out because he needed to rent out the thing. Well, this guy, what he did for a living was he dump trucks. He would line the dump trucks with like that rhino plastic stuff. He would line them with that. So, what I don't even know the brand, what it was, but it was a machine to plastic weld these large sheets of plastic. Like it was as long as it was as long as a semi truck trailer, like almost as long as a semi truck trailer. It was big. It was the size of a dump truck, pretty much. So maybe not as long as a semi truck trailer because the semi truck did come pick it up. But yeah, it was $10,000. I sold it on eBay. That was my biggest one. So yeah, I split that with my friend. I think after fees, we each got about. But yeah, that was pretty good. Um, but that's also that whole deal with that friend did not go so well. Not gonna lie. He Oh, thank you. I appreciate the like. Give me a follow too. I have a goal of 1,000 subscribers by My goal in 2025 is to get 1,000 subscribers so I can get monetized on YouTube. So yeah, give me a subscribe too. What was my biggest surprise find item? Trying to think. Probably, I still have in storage some Judith Lieber handbags that were in a box at an auction. And if you don't know who Judith Lieber is, you can look it up. Lieber. She made, like, if you watch Sex in the City, she made those crystal, like that crystal cupcake bag that Sarah Jessica Parker's character was obsessed with. That Swarovski crystal bag. She made those, Judith Lieber. And I have some of those in my storage unit back in Peculiar still because I haven't figured out the best way to sell them. I need to message Christie's about them. So I got these handbags that are Judith Lieber, and they're vintage ones. A couple are from the 60s when she first started making bags, and then the others are from the 80s, 90s. But I actually sent pictures because I couldn't find the bags online anywhere. So I sent pictures to the customer service at Judith Lieber, and the lady said she said, StreamYard, I should do a StreamYard, but no, not maybe after I get monetized, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do some lives and do StreamYard there. On YouTube, do some lives and to where I could do StreamYard, yeah. So I had to message Judith Lieber's company, and the lady said it took her 2 weeks to go through the yeah, they go for ridiculous money. Yeah, it took her 2 weeks to go through the records to find these bags that I had, and she actually sent me the catalog images. I probably, if I look on my computer, I'm sure I still have that email because I kept the email. But it took her a while to find them. So they're pretty rare bags if it took the lady at the company weeks to find them. Two of them need some new crystals. The crystals have fallen out in spots, like maybe 2 or 3 crystals. When COVID hit, they quit allowing the handbags to come in for repair. I need to double check. Good morning, Trish. Merry Christmas. I need to double check. Go to Yahoo Mail. I need to double check and see if they're allowing the bags to come in again to get repaired and how much that would be. Because I think it would be worth it to get them repaired. And then I will probably message Christie's auction house and see if there are ones that they would want. If not, I don't know where I'll sell them. I've been hanging on to them for a couple of years now. Well, at least since before COVID. So 4 years, 5 years almost. I've had them for a while. Mostly because I like them so much. I don't want to get rid of them too. How did I find this email? Find the right email account. I don't know, maybe. I have sold I sold something on Etsy to something that went to Hollywood. They paid for me to overnight ship it. It was of all things, it was one of those arms that would go, the old architecture desks like Mike Brady had on the Brady Bunch, like the angled architecture drafting tables that you could raise up and stuff like that. It was a clamp that went onto it to do something with architecture. I don't know. It wasn't even for a light. It was like a measurement tool or something. And trying to find this email. Yeah, they bought that for like 200 and some dollars and then paid another 200 to have it overnighted to California. And yeah, that was the only thing I've sold that went to Hollywood that I know of. Okay. Is this the email? Okay, so please see image. Is the images not attached anymore? So here's the email from Courtney. Let's see. Ooh, I've had these a long time. Wow, I've had these for 10 years. Yeah, I need to do something with them. Where are the photos? So she said one of the handbags was a Karung snakeskin handbag with frog ornament. She said it's from the early 70s and the original retail price was $600 to $800. The other one I had was a black and white crystal pattern bag. That one's really cool. The pattern's called Hypnotic. It was from the early 90s. Original retail price was $2,800 to $3,200. The other was a dog handbag. It was a Boston Bulldog. The original retail price was $3,200 and it was sold in 1988. The other was I had two pill boxes. I had a Bulldog and a Dalmatian pill box. The original retail price of those was $390 and they were produced in 1988. Good morning, Moon Sky. I'm on coffee number 2. I'm on coffee. I got them at an auction. Yeah. So I need to do something with those. I didn't realize I had them so long. I'm kind of sad though. It looks like the old archived email doesn't have the pictures from the catalogs that she had sent me though. So that's kind of just sad. But that's okay. At least I still have that. I should print that out actually. Good morning, Southmont. Merry Christmas. I didn't know that these were this amount whenever I bought them. No, they came in a box at an auction. I'm going to print this out so I remember. Yeah, it's being silly. Okay. Merry Christmas. So yeah, we've just been sitting here jibber jabbering for an hour and 15 minutes, Christina. I put on makeup. We had an omelet and coffee number 2, which I'm about to go make coffee number 3, I think. I get to jibber jabbering and then I forget to drink my coffee and it gets cold and then I don't want to reheat it because it's not the same. It's just easier to make a new K-cup. So I told them my reselling story, pretty much the last 20 some years of my life. We went over that. Stuff like that. That's what we've done today. It's been a really chill day. Have a hard time selling them? Yeah, they're wrapped up. And I have another story from that same auction house. That was the Mike auctioneer that I was telling you about whenever he was so good. He's a good man. I miss him. He's still alive, but I don't see him anymore. He retired. I almost bought his auction house. I came this close from buying his auction house and I wished I would have. I wish if I could go back in time. No, it's been my full-time job for 10 years. 10 years. So when my son was like 16, we were going to that auction, right? And we would go to that auction on Friday nights. I would buy a little bit. And sell it like at garage sales, things like that. I wasn't selling on eBay or anything like that. We would just go to the auction to have fun. So my son, he had my bidder card, and one night Mike had auctions on Friday nights, so he had my bidder card. He was 15 years old. He bought this box of books, and I was so mad. I was like, I'm going to make you carry that box of books to the car because that's going to be heavy. They were all these books that were like this thick, whole box of them. He's like, that's fine. I go, what are you going to do with these books? He was like, I just thought they were cool. I'm like, whatever. So we get home. I'm annoyed that he bought all these books. Hi, Jay Carpenter. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Trish. Merry Christmas, Lindsay. We get home and we start looking through the books. And I was like, you little stinkhead. All the books were at least 1850 or older. Every single one of them. I didn't realize this. I just saw a box of books and I'm like, books are hard to sell. Pictures are hard to sell. Unless there's something rare. Pictures are nearly impossible to sell, even at auctions. They're just, everyday pictures hanging on your wall. Yeah, they're hard to sell. One of the books was from the 1600s, and it was about this little town in, I think it was Chisholm in England. I think it was Chilsom. I think that's what it is. I'd have to go look. It's still in storage. It's with the Judith Lieber handbags in storage. It's wrapped up in a tote. And it's about this founding of this town. And there were only like 15 books of it made. And inside is an inscription written from one person to another. And both of those men that are on there, the to and the from, are in the book. And the guy who founded this town, I think or one of those guys that's on there, also founded the Bank of England. So I haven't ever had that authenticated as to what that's worth either. I did send some emails to that town and I got a little bit of information on those emails, and I think I have those printed off with the book, but I haven't ever done anything with that either. That's probably another one I need to kind of message Christie's or Sotheby's on. I haven't done it. So, yeah. I guess if I would sell this stuff, I could go to Florida for January and February like I want to. Instead of hanging on to it, right? So, yeah, he bought that box, but if I sell that, that's his money because he bought that box. He bought it with his own money. He bought it. The other books, I don't know. I think we sold them at a garage sale for like 10 or 15 bucks a piece, something like that. They were cool, but yeah, but that book we still have. Yeah, it might be, but that'll be his money if I sell that book. So he asks about it every now and then. He's like, "You still have that book?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's safe and sound." So, yeah. Anyway, that's about all the big things I've got that stand out in my head as big things that I've sold, other than vehicles. Something that brings you joy, exactly, Moon Sky. Moon Sky says, welcome everyone. This is Charlene's Holiday Hangout. Grab a beverage and a morning snack. Hope you are all in good spirits and have at least one fun activity on your agenda. Something that brings you joy. Gemstones. What about gemstones? Southmont says, I bought a book at an auction and it had a postcard from Amy Carter while she was in the White House as a child. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Hawkeye says she's going to snuggle her new kittens. Oh, I would take an allergy pill and snuggle a kitten in a heartbeat right now. I took my friend last night. I took his dogs. I got his dogs, the dogs that I dog sit for sometimes that I have the picture on my Facebook, or I had a picture, not on my Facebook, a picture on Knickknacks the other day with the dog as the cover photo. Um, that dog is Heidi, and the other dog is Tater, and I got them dog bowls for Christmas, personalized dog bowls. So that's what they got for Christmas. So, yeah. Doesn't do any good sitting in a bin. You are right. It does not do any good sitting in a bin. Gemstones worth a lot of money. Gemstones probably are worth a lot of money if I knew anything about gemstones. The nice thing is I do the guy I sell my scrap gold to, he is actually a gemologist. He does know a lot about gemstones. So far, nothing I have taken him has been worth anything. So Luna is really into gems. Aw. Hopefully she learns and becomes a gemologist. That would be so cool. Amy was certified. Amy who? Amy who is certified gemologist. Parent. Oh, is she really? I did not know that. That's cool. I didn't know that. I don't ever see. Oh, that's cool. I don't ever see her sell gemstones. So this is Tater. Oh, that's cool. That's Tater. He got a personalized dog bowl. That's my friend's dog that I dog sit for sometimes. And let me show you Heidi. Find a Heidi picture. Here's Heidi. This is them on my back deck here after I took them to the groomers. And that's Heidi. Isn't she pretty? So that's my friend's dogs. So I got them personalized dog bowls for Christmas and some dog toys. They get way too many treats and they're too fat, so they did not I did not get them treats. What's my favorite precious stone? Yes, she is a Brittany Spaniel, and Tater's a Morkie. He's a Morkie. So a Yorkie and um, um, what's the M? Maybe a yeah, Maltese. Yeah, a Morkie. He's a Morkie. So there you go. But yeah, I favorite gemstone. I don't know. Um, Man, I really love the way rubies light up with that black light. I probably amber, honestly. Amber's probably my favorite, like non gemstony gemstone, just because it tells a history. You can find fauna and things like that. You can find bugs in amber. I like that. Your favorite is alexandrite. That's pretty. Lynn's is an opal. Trish is a diamond. Come on, guys, tell us your favorite gemstone if you have one. I also like my birthstone. I like the aquamarine, my birthstone. I like it. A lot of people hate it. Jade's a good one. Sapphire, amethyst. Amethyst is pretty. Amethyst is pretty. Um, I also like the garnet. Yeah, aquamarine is beautiful. Um, Topaz, the blue topaz. Luna loves Amazon light. Okay, you're gonna make me Google. Let me look. I am not a stoner. I do not know gemstones very well. I need to learn them though. Oh yeah, that's pretty. The Amazonite, is that it? Is that what you meant? The green? Like this? Amazonite? Is that it? Yeah, that's really pretty. That is pretty. Looks like it has like a silvery sheen in it. The dragon's breath is pretty too. I don't know that I can't remember. Is dragon's breath natural? Yeah, it's fake. It's manufactured. Dragon's breath is manufactured, but it's pretty. Larimar is pretty. Alexandrite is worth more than diamonds. Yeah, diamonds aren't actually rare. Did you guys know that? Did you know diamonds aren't rare? Alexandrite is pretty. Yeah, I just Googled it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Just trying to remember. Yeah. De Beers. De Beers bought the diamond mine in South Africa in the 20s. Yeah. In the 1920s, they bought the diamond mine in South Africa and they used marketing to convince people the diamonds were rare because they throttle how many they release out of the mines. Yep. So, but diamonds are pretty, especially when they're cut well. They're beautiful. They really are. I'll tell you what, if I was a young person in my 20s or whatever getting married, I would tell my son the same thing. Um, they're still a girl's best friend. I would tell him if he's getting married to save his money, you could always replace the stone later. Put your money into a good setting and get a moissanite or a CZ at first. It's still so pretty. It's the setting that matters, right? And then later in life, when you have more money, you could get a diamond. You don't agree? I would do that. I would put the money in the setting, in the metal, and get platinum, get a good metal, get platinum, and or gold if she likes yellow gold, but don't get white gold. And I would suggest getting a moissanite or something else. And then later in life, you could always replace that stone with a diamond if you wanted to. I found a lab created 3 diamond ring and jewelry lot, and they sparkle and look even more beautiful than my wedding ring. Really? A small diamond is better than no diamond? Really? I don't know. That's what I don't know. You could always you could always have small diamonds in the band. You could have the band, so the engagement ring's the big blingy. You could always have the band have diamond chips inset that are nice, good diamonds, but they're smaller. They could be in the band. You could do that, and they wouldn't be as expensive. But I'm talking about somebody young they don't have money yet when they're young. You want a ring from Neil Lang? You have a plain gold brand and it's your prized possession? Yeah. Um, yeah. If it sparkles and it's from the one you love, that's all that matters, right, Trish? Or it doesn't even have to sparkle. If it's from the one you love, that's all that matters. Yep, absolutely. Right. But yeah, if I was to tell somebody young now, also I'd say if the girl was, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. Your daughter's engagement See, they were smart. They went with Moisen. They saved money. Yeah. I would rather put that money that you'd spend on a diamond that big. I would rather put that. I would rather put that towards a house or something. Okay, let me read. Friend was given a fake diamond, and so was his love. Oh, his love was fake. Non-traditional. Our band was made coastal natives in Canada. An original work of art you wear. That's awesome, Healer Mom. Moissanite is still expensive, yes, but it's not as expensive as a diamond. You wear your mom's 18 karat gold band. That's awesome. You ruined your ring doctoring horse hoof with iodine. How did that ruin the ring? It can't be repaired or shined up? He used her. Lynn, I've been there. I got a guy his college degree. I did all of his homework. Yeah, I did all of his homework. I've been there. Yeah, yeah, I have. It stinks. It stings, man. Okay, Luna stepped away. She said Amazonite. She nodded when I showed the picture. Remember when you'd hear things your kids say like hamburger, zap, or yes. My son would say when he was little, probably 3 or 4, he would say tathbub instead of bathtub. He would mix up the T and the B. So I still every now and then I'll say tathbub. I'll call it a tathbub, and people will look at me like I'm insane. And then a remote was a remote with a K. And what else? He said, oh, a necklace was a neck. I like your neck. What else did he say? So every now and then I'll say neck too. I don't know. Hamburger gamber is your favorite. That's awesome. That's so cute. You say nose holes instead of nostrils. Oh, how fun. Yeah, a necklace was a neck. There was another one. I'm trying to remember now. There was another good one. But yeah, Tathbub sticks out. Tathbub. But yeah, you'll probably always say hamburger that way now for the rest of your life. People will look at you like, what? Always. Yeah, you will. Bo Geek was too big. I don't know what you mean, Lynn. Oh man. Yeah, kids are kids are good. Then they grow up. They grow up fast, so enjoy it now. I Moon Sky, I send her way too many of those little sappy she probably get I kind of pulled back from doing it, but like the ones that like how you take memorable pictures and stuff with the kids and things like that. I used to send her those all the time. Like, you need to do this. It looks like so much fun. You miss those days. Your son is now 16 and sleeping. Oh yeah, he'll sleep in on Christmas morning. Should have stretched more. Oh, you went running and you're sore today, I bet. My niece couldn't say sucker. She replaced it with an F. That's what your son would say, Bo Geek, instead of saying it's too big. Oh, that's funny. Good morning, crazy lamp lady. Do you have any words that your older kids said that they were young when they were younger wrong that still stick with you? Like Moon Sky was saying how her daughter Luna says hamburger, and my son Dylan used to say tath bub instead of bathtub, and a necklace was a neck neck. Do you have any words that your kids say that still stick and you still call it that? I'm trying to say it like her and I can't. Hamburger gamber. Hamburger gamber. Hamburger gamber. Laurel can't say stick. Oh, she says a D for shot. That's funny. Yeah, somebody was just saying that they couldn't say sucker, so the F. He has a big stick. That's funny. Especially when you're looking for firewood. Yeah. Spaghetti, yeah. Yeah, scatty for spaghetti. So yeah, that was another one. He used to say spaghetti, spaghetti, which I think all kids mess up on spaghetti. I think that's a tough one for them. Your daughter called a trolley a Charlie. Oh, that's cool. I kind of like that. I would call a trolley a Charlie. That's cool. Yeah, zap instead of sap. Yeah, that. Yeah, there's yeah. Kids are fun. Kids are fun. Yeah. But yeah, spaghetti. I'll still say spaghetti every now and then too. Apparently, you used to say fridger later. It's not a fridger now, it's a fridger later. A beagle was a bagel. Chick flick was a chicken. Oh, God. Oh, Chick fil A was chicken lay. Gotcha. Chick fil A. Bean and cheese abaritas. Yeah. Kids are something else, man. Those are my favorite on TikTok, by the way, to watch. Those are the kids' ones. Like that little girl that did the Pledge Allegiance one. Hand on your heart. I love it. I love it. Kids are the best. So yeah, especially under oh my gosh, like Laurel's age, and from that age of 2 to about 9 are my favorite ages. I'll get there. I'll get there. We'll sell some stuff. I'm having fun jibber jabbering right now. 4 and under your favorite? Yeah. Guess you made up your own swear word and called people crado. I do have all day. you you said crado when you're mad. I'll have to remember that. Can you use it in a sentence? That stupid crado. Man, that guy's a real crado. I might have to use that in an auction when a man comes up and mansplains me at an auction. The little dancing during the Christmas concerts. You crado. You stinking crado. Now we'll have a secret word. If I have a troll come in, I'll call him a crado, and you can send out that bat signal to Jocelyn or to Moon Sky. Be like, she's got a troll. She called him a crado. That'll work. I'll have to remember that. Get in here. That's funny. Crado alert. Yep. It's gonna be like our Amber alert. It's gonna be Crado alert. Be for the trolls. She got a marriage proposal. She's got a real crado in here. No, I was saying earlier, only Jocelyn gets the marriage proposals. I don't get those. I'm kind of sad about that. That's my own personal, you know, cross to bear. Yeah, sad. Yeah. Like, one of these days, I'll be cool enough to get marriage proposals. School operator. Oh my gosh, that's funny. She's a school operator. I'm trying to think of words and songs I said wrong. I'm sure there's plenty. When you go back and look at the word lyrics, you're like, no, that's not the way it goes. That's not right. Probably, probably the one that's Bohemian Rhapsody. I probably said the completely wrong words in that, and I don't care. I'm still going to say them my way. That's probably one I sing wrong words to. So every time you go away, you take a piece of meat with you. Well, yeah. The 80s songs are the best, though. I could listen to 80s music all day. Snoopy was Sloopy. I like that. Sloopy. That's awesome. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. I think I need it. I think I need it. Have y'all had your coffee? I should, I need to order some of Jocelyn's coffee and try brewing some of that. You don't have K cups, do you, Jocelyn? You need to get you some K cups. You mean it's not Snoopy? Never? I know the K cups are bad for the environment and bad for me. I know. But I get lazy. I get lazy sometimes. I really should stop drinking them and stop being lazy because of the microplastics, but yeah, I know. Compost the used coffee. I know. There's very little things I get lazy on, but this I get lazy on. Yeah, I can get the reusable. Yeah. Chocolate bunny. I probably would go with you grind your bean. See, I don't have the energy. I would have to do it the night before. In the morning, I'm like a zombie until I have coffee. So, and I have this Ninja coffee maker that I would have set to, I was trying there for a while to have it to where I had the auto brew set up, but I would either wake up too late or too early for it and get annoyed that I had to wait, and this I have in a minute. So I'm so lazy. During college as a barista, oh my gosh. Somebody the other day said she got a Lavazza. I don't remember who it was. Was it Music City Girl? Was it Music City Girl? No, it was somebody. I don't remember who now. Said she had a Lavazza and made like lattes every day, and I'm like, sounds good. Does Crazy Lamp Lady have whole beans? I believe she does. I need to get some of her coffee. I also need to go to Kansas City and get the roastery coffee again because their coffee's good too. But yeah, I know. I'm lazy with the K cups. I know it's especially bad for the environment, but the microplastics that I'm probably consuming are the beans organic. I do not have an answer for that. You probably have to just go look on her listing. Probably you probably have to see I'm sure the origin's listed on the label and everything. Double shot of caramel. This one's going to have caramel in it. Caramel. I'm Midwester. The extra A is silent. It's silent. Oh, you know what got me the other day? Was it Fancy Cat that sent it to me? She sent me a TikTok the other day. Fancy Cat did. And it said, it was this guy, and he said, yeah, my friend said something to me that stuck with me all day. And then she sent it to me, and it stuck with me all day. Why do we pronounce two G's in longevity? I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. And then I sat there and said longevity out loud 12 times after she sent me the video. I'm like, wait, what? Then I spelled it. Then I said it again. So the A is silent in caramel, and we say two G's in longevity. I don't make the rules. That's my point. I don't make the rules. Moon Sky's having a fit, yelling caramel at the screen right now. I can hear her all the way from California. She's yelling caramel at the screen right now. Moon Sky, are you still here? Or did you get mad and leave on the caramel? She probably got mad. She's like, it's caramel, not caramel. You had cheesecake for breakfast? That is a good breakfast right there. If I would have made it to my son's this weekend, if he hadn't been sick, I would have grabbed some of that flourless Godiva cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory where he works. He is still a little sick, yeah. He worked a double shift yesterday too. I wouldn't be eating Cheesecake Factory in Kansas City right now. He said everybody at work's sick. They've been passing it around, some kind of respiratory thing. I'm like, yeah, and y'all still go to work. That's why you're passing it around. You shouldn't be there. He's like, I need the money. Like, you shouldn't go to work sick. Did COVID teach us nothing? Well, people do need cheesecake. You know, he told me it took him 5 days of menu training. Wear a mask, yeah. I hope he did. He probably did. Oh, that is weird, Monty. Your TV's watching you. He said 5 days of menu training because that menu is like a book. There's no cheesecake factories here in southern Missouri or middle Missouri. Have to drive to Kansas City to get one, or St. Louis probably. Merry Christmas, Amy. We're just hanging out right now. I need to eventually I'll start selling. We'll do something. I was thinking about back here on that thing, that shelf under my TV is where I have all of my buy now items. I don't have them stored away anywhere special. They're just on that shelf. I kind of need to clean that up. So we might work on that here in a minute. I might oh, I don't know. The verdict on my survey, I think, said a little of everything. Nobody picked jewelry though. Nobody said run jewelry today. They were like, no on the jewelry. So, Merry Christmas, Lucky Lenny. Are you finally coming home after the New Year so we can meet up? Your friends from France are in Kansas City and spent all day yesterday looking for a Yule log. You should have messaged. They probably could have found one at World Market or Trader Joe's. Not until after mid-January. Oh my goodness. Well, all of your stuff is in the basement. I got it in a tote. And I got some other things set aside that you might like that are too big to ship that you just might get gifted. So, yeah, we'll have to meet up. Found it at Whole Foods. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Your friends from France are in Kansas City. That's cool. Um, yeah, that'll be fun. I was thinking I'm gonna make a trip this maybe next week. I'm gonna go hit the flea markets in Cassville. We'll see if I have signal, I'll go live down there. But I want to go hit the flea markets in Cassville. Everybody keeps telling me to go. Her son was, oh, that's cool. Recruited to pay for the Kansas City Rules. That's by you? Oh, cool. Are they worth going to? The ones in Cassville? Now everybody's going to start in these small towns. Everybody's going to start their winter hours. So I'm going to have to figure out when people are open. Oh, you haven't been yet? Yeah, I need to go. I used to go down when I worked at Hallmark, my boss had a house in oh my gosh, now my brain is on Table Rock in what's the town that starts with a G? Brain. Town that starts with a G. Anyway, he had a house there on Table Rock, and so I used to go to Table Rock like once a month. He'd let us, me and Dylan, go stay, and we would go down every New Year's Eve. When he was a teenager, we would go down to Branson every New Year's Eve, and we would go to the New Year's Eve shows in Branson because it was something that I could take him to that wasn't like woo woo party, you know. It was something I could actually take a kid to. Branson's cool about that. Like there's stuff you can do that you can take that are wholesome that you can take families and kids to. Branson's pretty awesome. So yeah, we used to go every year, New Year's Eve, and watch a show in Branson and celebrate New Year's that way. Yes, very family friendly. Yeah, it's a great town. If you've never been to Branson, Missouri, and you're within a driving distance, it's worth visiting. Silver Dollar City is great. It's expensive now, man. When I was a kid, we used to go to Silver Dollar City, and I know it wasn't expensive because my mom and dad would not have taken us if it was expensive. But it's kind of expensive now, but I think it's worth the price of the ticket. I think it's worth it. I could do that. I wonder if they would let me go live on YouTube and go down to Silver Dollar City. That would be a fun YouTube video. Go live, or even Instagram or TikTok live. Go live at Silver Dollar City and show you guys the glass blowing booths. They do little spun glass figures that are so cool. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if there's enough signal there. It's in hills and the valleys and the Ozarks. It's hard to get signal. Like a lot of these auctions, I don't have signal at. There's so many I don't have. Like right now in my house, if I didn't have Wi-Fi, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, the glass blowing, the wood carving. Yeah, Silver Dollar City is really cool. It's worth a visit if you've never been. Um, yeah, I have one bar in my house right now. So That's the downfall of being able to go live. Like, I would love to live stream more when I'm at these auctions and do like preview shows and stuff like that, but it's tough. It's tough to do. But when I was at that place that had all that Fenton, I had to go live there for a little bit and show you guys because it was so good. It was so good. It was worth the view. You haven't been yet, really? I watched the glass blowers on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff, and it's so cool to watch and follow some on Facebook. I also follow the jewelry making people on Facebook and YouTube. I just like watching them. There's one that I follow that's on my Facebook reels, and I don't know their names, but they do sterling silver, and they'll take Art Deco and vintage sterling silver and like just clean it up. And they're all jewelers and gemologists, so they'll take like the old stones out and clean it up and reset it, and it just looks brand new by the time they get done. It's amazing. Yeah, I like watching that stuff, but hopefully hopefully TikTok doesn't go away, but it might, and there's nothing we can do about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep watching YouTube and things like that. Keep watching Crazy Lamp Lady on YouTube, and she's got Facebook Reels, and she puts it on Instagram. So keep watching those. And then when you watch her videos, it will feed your algorithm with other content that's similar, like the glass blowing and the jewelry people and things like that. So it helps with the more of her videos you watch, it helps feed your algorithm with similar content. So yeah, definitely do that because it helps your algorithm for sure. I'm sure it works the same with the YouTube videos, but I know definitely on Facebook and Instagram, that's how it works. So the more of her content that you watch, you may watch her YouTube videos, but be sure to watch her Facebook and her Instagram videos too, because it will help feed your content of your algorithm to similar type videos. And yeah, and then it'll make her videos pop up more often the more you watch too. So it's a good thing. Helps her out and it helps you out. So what else do we want to talk about? I can't believe I've been gibbering for 2 hours and 18 minutes now. I don't think I shut up once, except to maybe take a bite or a sip. Yes, I had some scrambled eggs for breakfast, with mushrooms and salsa and cottage cheese and cheese. If I go to Florida, it will just be to visit. My auctions and stuff in Missouri are too good here. I can't leave. I can't leave. Um, it would be to visit because my feet are freezing right now, even though it says it's warm in this house. This floor is cold, and with the Renaud's I have, um, it's just winter's hard, and it's getting harder and harder. I'm telling you, each year. I'm gonna turn the space heater up actually. But yeah, it's what the autoimmune. It's an autoimmune side effect kind of thing. Yeah, it it takes the circulation to my toes and my fingers is stuff. Are they still? I don't know. I'm not doing any treatments for that. The only thing I did is go gluten free to try to help stave off autoimmune because celiac is an autoimmune and somehow they're all kind of related. So yeah, no, it was not hard for me to go gluten-free. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. The trick for me was to, yeah, red, white, and blue. Yeah, no kidding, Cherie. I've had white and red mostly. I haven't hit the blue yet. But last night my hands were white and then red when I was cooking dinner because I was peeling carrots and celery and rinsing them off, rinsing off the veggies and stuff to make the salad. Hurt a lot. No, it was not hard for me to go gluten free because what I did when I went gluten free was I did not try to replace the gluten. I did not try to replace the gluten with gluten free items. Like I didn't try using gluten free bread. I didn't try gluten free pancakes. I didn't try the gluten free pasta at first. Like for the first year, all I did was stick with meat and veggies. So I basically did like I don't know, like maybe a Mediterranean kind or a keto kind of diet, right? So, or a low carb or no carb diet. That's basically what I did, except I would have potatoes and stuff. So it wasn't completely no carb.
My AirPods just died and I never went out to the car to get the other pod. So that's what I did and it wasn't so bad. And now, now that's what I mostly eat. Like I said, what did we have for dinner last night? We had chicken and we had broccoli and we had salad. So that's how I do it. I just eat other things. When you try to replace it with the gluten-free versions that are terrible, it makes it harder. I need to cut out sugar. Yeah, I do too, but I mostly have sugar in my coffee, and that's about it. There's a lot of sugar in this coffee right now, though, because I put that caramel in there. Grafton, Missouri. All right, let me look. I got my laptop right here. I still have Alexandrite pulled up because it's so pretty. Grafton. And whenever are they on the Illinois border? Because it came up Grafton, Illinois. Let me type in flea market. Good morning, Purple Tiger. Hold on. Here, is this it? Where is this at? In Grafton, Illinois. Okay, so it's on the border of Missouri and Illinois. Is that it? Riverside Flea Market. The loading dock is the host to one of our region's largest flea markets, guaranteed treasure hunting fun through a wide selection of antiques, crafts, collectibles, and more. Looks like it's every month starting from April till October. April 26th and 27th. Good morning, Purple Tiger. Merry Christmas. Might have the wrong name. Jay Carpenter. We'll see. I'm betting this is it, though. They have an ice skating rink at the loading dock, huh? No, thank you on the life's. Goes from Michigan. Anyone else do the longest yard sale in 127 that goes from Michigan to Alabama? I know that Georgia's Finds on Knickknacks. George, she lives in Kentucky. I know she did that last year. She went along there and went live. on that other app. I'll have to get her to do it this year on this app. It does sound cool. It would be fun to do a road trip. Like if I had a van like Sandy, I'd been down that thing going live the whole time. I wonder if I could rent one. If I could rent a van like that, that'll pull a U-Haul. Yes, but never find anything. Is it too Camper World? Okay. There's a Camper World in Odessa, I think. I bet it's probably flooded with resellers. It's by your cottage in Michigan, but you've never been? Oh my gosh. You've been 3 times. It's great. We normally start at Tennessee and go north and south from there. Necessarily not good stuff. You know, that's how some of the community garage sales are. Merry Christmas, Jeannie Bird. Some of the community garage sales around here, they're either hit or miss. Now, that town we go to the thrift store in, we will go to their community garage sale in this spring. We will live thrift. We will go garage sale thrifting together for sure. Because it's good. It's good. It's one of those that you have older people in the town that still have 10 and 5 cent stickers on things. That's how good it is. They still have 5 and 10 cent stickers on them stuff. It's good. It's good. So I always go to their, I missed their fall sale. I kept looking for it and looking for it. I don't think they had it this year. But yeah, it's I do feel like, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I do feel like since Facebook Marketplace, I do feel like since Facebook Marketplace became popular, right? Probably what, 2018 or so, Facebook Marketplace became popular and people putting on things on Craigslist before then. I do feel like the level of things at garage sales went down there for a while, especially when Craigslist first started. Yeah, I feel like that things went kind of downhill on that. Merry Christmas, Brandon. Yeah, actually, let me do something here. Merry Christmas. Am I spelling the name wrong? Do it this way. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Florida is good because of the older folks. You have to drive miles in between. Yeah, that's why I like the community sales here because I can sometimes park the car and hit 3 or 4 houses at a time. Now, when I go to these community garage sales, that's when I talk to grandma, right? So I tell people if they ask, I'm FaceTiming with grandma. Because I think it's rude. I could be wrong. Actually, I'm not wrong. I think it's rude to stand in somebody's garage sale at their house on their property and sell their stuff for more money live to people on Facebook. So that's why I won't do it. I will show you the things and you pick it out and I will buy it. And then when I get back to the car, we can sell it. But I think it's I mean, that's not something I'm going to do. The only time I have done it, I've done it at one garage sale. It was a garage sale that I got to before I went live, and they had so much good stuff that I asked permission, and they actually gave me their Wi-Fi password, and they were thrilled that we did it because they were in such a small town that they didn't, it was like halfway through the day and they said they had like 5 people stop, and I'm like, well, I can help you sell some of your stuff. And yeah, they had good stuff. They had fairy lamps and everything, and they had like $2 on the fairy lamps. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go live. That town I actually found a bittersweet in too. Somebody had set up a in the park shelter a sale. The town let them set up in the park shelter, and they had a bittersweet. I think I paid $5 for that bittersweet vase. It's pretty cool. So I'll have to go back to that town's next sale too this year. Yeah, I don't find too many bittersweets. Even at antique stores, I don't see that many bittersweets. You guys probably do more in Pennsylvania and Ohio than here in Missouri, but I really don't see that many. I get a lot more of the primitives and things like that. But I don't has a ton of them in Vintage Kitchen in Adamstown, Pennsylvania. I get a lot of primitives. I can get a lot of primitives, but I don't feel like you guys on Knickknacks like the primitives so much. Like the rusty, crusty stuff, like the wood and the cast iron and stuff like that. I could buy more of that. I went to an auction a few weeks ago that had tons of enamel, but I don't have any luck selling the enamel. Like the enamelware, like the white and the red enamel vases and pitchers and pans and plates and all of that. And the auctioneer was looking at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, because I wasn't bidding on it. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't sell it. And then other resellers weren't buying it either. And he was like, what happened to the prices of these? He's like, I used to get $100 for a pitcher. And I'm like, people don't want it anymore. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, the enamel, I can't sell it. I don't have any luck selling it. I think Wet Mountain bought the only vase that I've sold on Knickknacks. And she sent me a picture the other day. She has it put up, and yeah, nobody wants it. There are still now, yeah. You had an enamel urinal, yeah. Yeah, you can't really sell that. Even in an auction, those don't sell. They can't sell those for $1. They usually get lotted up with anything. Like I showed you guys the other day, I do have the enamelware from Poland and Denmark that I've been hanging on to because I just think it's pretty. I need to put probably those online somewhere. They do make good planters. Rusty crusty, yeah. Yeah, they're good for plants and succulents and things like that for sure. And you can easily drill a hole in the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to go source any of that. It'd just be whatever I have in my garage. I don't want to go source any of it. All of our dead pile, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if we could what if we did a battle between I know what we could do. What do you think about this? That we each go to a thrift store or a flea market and we grab things and put it in our cart, like where we have permission to do it, right? Like somewhere where we have permission to live sell. And we do a battle on who picked out the best stuff. That, like, let's say we each pick out 10 items. And if all 10 items sell, like whoever sells the most of the items that they picked out, like we each pick out 10. And if I sell 8 and you sell 9, you won. Something like that. And we could each do like, and then we have 15 minutes to go run and find 10 more things while the other person's selling, or a half an hour, or probably 15 minutes, like battle. Maybe 20 each. Go find 10 things. Something like that. We could do that a couple times back and forth. Probably couldn't do it longer than an hour because we'd run. I wouldn't be able to find 30 things, I don't think. Maybe I could. We could do something like that where we both have permission to be there. Land of misfit and unloved items. Yeah. I like that. Much ado. I like that. Okay. Yeah, it's not coming up. Hmm. Pickin' Pete Tracy, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I think we should do that. We should do that for our next battle sometime in January, especially since it's so cold. Neither one of us want to be outside or in a garage. So yeah, I will be back at let's see. Got an auction. I'll be back at that thrift store that we go to on January 8th. If you're free on the 8th, we could do a battle that day. January 6th, I'm having my 1 year celebration. I'm going to have to go source for that. We're going to do some fun stuff on the 6th. Yep. I know. Be 1 year since my first live stream on Knickknacks. On my first live stream, that's what I need to do too, is I need to go get things that I had on my first live stream because I saved up things from the time Jocelyn announced that she was doing because of your train. Okay, we'll figure out another time then. Probably a Thursday then. Because a lot of the thrift stores here, I don't know about there, but a lot of them are closed like on a Monday or Tuesday. So probably a Thursday. A lot of them are going to winter hours, like flea markets and stuff here. So I feel super like chunky sitting. The camera angle widens things. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, my first live stream on Knickknacks. I had saved stuff up. So I had Empoli, I had a swung vase, I had some good stuff. So I'm going to have to try to bring back, like, reimagine what I had for that first stream. I wonder if I go back and look, if I can see what I sold. I bet I can. I bet I can go to my sales. Let's see what I sold. Search all. Shipped. Scroll down. 118 pages. Oh, I did sell stuff in December. I had sold stuff in the buy now. So my very first sale was December 2nd, and that was a buy now item. And then I sold some jewelry in December. That's what I mostly sold in December. I don't recognize any of these names, though, back in December, that they're still buyers. I don't recognize them as still being on Knickknacks. Let's see. So my first show on the 6th. Looks like I sold some jewelry out of the buy now. What else did I sell? I sold vintage. I think those were in the buy now. I sold a Kenneth J. Lane butterfly. That was in the buy now. I sold a Lefton bird. Sold a Japan Pixie elf shoe. A snail glass candle holder. A Fenton bell. Crystal squirrel ashtray. Green hand-painted ruffle vase, a Fostoria cadmium bowl, an orange check bowl. Oh, that bowl was gorgeous. Well, let me click on it. Show you this bowl. That bowl was gorgeous. Look at how pretty it was. That was in my first stream. So pretty. I love the check. I love anything from check. Yeah, anything check. I love it. Ellie Smith black amethyst plate, another Fenton bell, a dolphin, moon and stars, anchor hawking, Indiana glass, Empoli, a little Empoli vase. This one was pretty. I think I list, yeah. Here's another orange one that I sold in my first stream. That was pretty. I think I just called it, yeah. Here's the swung vase I sold. It was an Ellie Smith. That person's not a buyer anymore either. Their account's deleted. I'm looking to see what I sold so I can know what to go source. To D. Damone was canisters in the buy now. I sold that in my first live. I think I started that one out at $1. That was an Ellie Smith swung base. I'll have to see if I can find another Ellie Smith swung base. So that was in my first live. Oh, man. This was probably my favorite one. I remember the sale I got this at, too. I remember the auction I got this at. That was pretty. Circus tent in Poli. Trying to find it in that orange. I could only find like 2 that had ever sold on Worth Point, like ever. It was gorgeous. Who bought that? Fenya. I don't know. Is she still on Knickknacks? Fenya. I don't think so. Yeah. I know. I love the orange glass, but that Empoli was gorgeous. That circus tent. I still remember buying that at an auction. Yeah, all the people in my first, that's what I'm looking at. I don't think they're buyers anymore. Looks like my second show was a live thrift. It was on the 11th. I had a lot of trolls in that show because it was people who weren't familiar with live thrifting and they were not very nice. They were not very nice. Ooh, this Fenton sold in my first show. That's pretty too. This Fenton I sold. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Spanish lace, I think. Oh my gosh, that was in my first stream. So pretty. Good morning, Cray Cray. Your first purchase was from Jeannie Bird. Paperweight in her bin. She offered you $5 off. Hooked ever since. There you go. All right, let me look and see if I recognize any of the names from my first show. Sending It Vintage. I think she's still on here, isn't she? Stories Past. I think she's still on here. Vintage Farm Antiques. Yeah, I don't recognize any of the other names. Since joining, you bought. Yeah. Well, it should show the updated names because it shows if they're deleted too. Yeah. Yeah, it shows if they're deleted. Yeah. I don't know. And then let's see. Looks like my second stream, I did a live thrift. Dot bought from me in my second stream in my live thrift. I remember Dana was in my first live. I remember April was in my first live. On Knickknacks. Who else? Other than my friends from the other app. Teresa. I think Brandon was in my first live. Yeah. So, and then my third live was jewelry. My third live, it looks like it was jewelry. Then my fourth live was also jewelry. Yep. I always fall back to jewelry as a, yeah. Yeah, I did several lives in January. It looks like then my next live was glass again at the end of January. And then I took a couple of months off to move. So I had to deal with some stuff. And yeah. Oh, because of the insane. Yeah, that's after I moved down here in April, probably. So my first lives on Knickknacks were in January a year ago. And then I took February and March off to move. Let's see. Looks like my last stream. So I did a stream February 14th was my last stream. Valentine's Day. February 14th was my last stream until April 15th. So I took 2 months off to move because I had to I had all this inventory in my house. I mean, I had lived there 5 years. I had a lot in my basement and stuff like that. So I set up to have an estate sale, and I did an estate sale over 3 weekends. And Georges came from Kentucky, Georges Fines. I had never even talked to her on the phone, and she came to help me because she knew what I was going through. She came to help me. She stayed with me 10 days and helped me set up for this estate sale and run the estate sale at my house. And then everything else went into storage, and a lot of it's still there in storage and Peculiar. Yeah, she gave up 10 days of her life to come help me and asked for absolutely nothing in return. I sent her home with a car full of inventory. She didn't want any money. So, but I did make sure she went home with a car full of inventory. Yeah, great community. Yeah. So Georgia Fines helped me. She came and stayed 10 days with me. So I will never be able to repay her for her help. She was there. So one of the days of my estate sale, I didn't want to keep a lot of cash on me. You know, we had 2 women in the house, right? Like running this estate sale. I didn't want to keep a ton of cash on me. So I was locking my money in the closet, and somebody broke into my closet and stole my money. And she was there when I figured it out and had a little mental breakdown, and she helped me through that because that was rough. That was rough. Yeah. They stole like day 1 money. Yeah. So I don't know how they knew it was in there, because I even had it hidden under something. Yeah, she just started selling on here. I think she only has done a few shows on here, but she has started selling on here. She is on district as Georgia's Fines. Her name is George. She's a girl called George. So Georgia's Fines. But yeah, she came to help me. So that was a year ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can go find another Ellie Smith swung. I'm going to see if I can find another Empoli. I doubt I'll find another Empoli circus tent. But I'm going to see if I can recreate some of the finds from my first stream. See if I can find some Fostoria and some Chuck Glass, some Ellie Smith. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. That's why I just went back to look. So yeah, on the 6th, look out for that. Okay, have a great day, Jeannie. Have fun with your family. Hopefully the kids had a good Christmas. Santa was good to them. But yes, we're going to have another battle. Crap everywhere. Love on Christmas. Then I'll beat your butt in a battle in January. Just kidding. Mad love, girl. Mad love. We got to have fun competition, right? It makes things exciting that way. At some point today, I think Sandy, my flippin' van life, wants to co-host. I don't know when she wants to do that, but whenever she pops in and says, "Hey, I'm ready," I'm gonna let her co-host from a. Love the thumb with us looking tough in the glasses. Yeah, she had sent me. Look at this mess I got back here. Oh my gosh. She had sent me that thumbnail, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect photo to go along with that. I am going to use the restroom real quick. Oh, thank you, Ellie. You're so kind. I know Ellie from that other app. But I'm glad you're over here on Knickknacks. Hopefully you love it here. Everybody here, this community is great. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. So if you give me just a moment to pause. Here, I'll let you look at the view outside while I do that. It is foggy today on the lake here. I'm going to grab a water, too. I've had way too much coffee. Starting to get jittery. Okay. It is pretty even in the fog. They finally turned off the dang dam and water's starting to fill back up finally. Merry Christmas, Anne. Catching up on chat. I know, I love that now you can see all of the chat from before. Now, you didn't used to be able to do that. So yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, let's go over for a little bit. We'll see. Maybe you guys can help me organize my buy now stuff for a second. You know what I did not bring upstairs is my ring light. I need to go get that here in a little bit. I got 40% battery right now. Okay, I'm good right now. I guess I will carry this tabletop one over here. What I'm thinking we can do. Oh my goodness, this silly ring light. If I can find a spot to sit, you guys. I might bring over my chair. Yeah, I'll bring over the chair. I can sit for a little bit. In case you don't know me very well, I don't sit very often. Mackenzie gets frustrated with me. She's like, you never sit, and I always want to sit. And I'm like, I can't help it. I just can't sit still. I have ADHD or something. Let me... I didn't hear. Is my are my AirPods connected? Do you feel like they're connected? Can you hear me better now, or is it worse, or better or worse, like an eye doctor? Yes. Okay, cool. Always Merry Christmas. Yes, connected. Cool. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go. Let me get my boots on for a second. Have my thick mud boots on. I'm going to run out and grab a tote, and we're going to kind of organize some of this buy now stuff real quick. You guys are going to help me. It does give me better light sometimes. Right now, I don't actually have it on. I don't even have the overhead lights on. I have these windows. I'm lucky to have this house that has these windows that come in. And I was telling somebody yesterday, cloudy days are the best days to take pictures outside. Yes, you have to have your Bluetooth on. Yeah, you have to Bluetooth to them, and they will work. Let me go get some paper out of the garage here. It's going to be so cold. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Today,
Stupid winter.
49 degrees.
Stupid winter. And it's misting. Oh, good.
Paper, paper, paper. Okay. Paper. Don't be jealous of my sexy mud boots. I know y'all are jealous of my sexy mud boots. Don't be. Yes, you have to make sure. I'm in Missouri. I'm in Missouri. Yep. It's misty and foggy and 42 degrees and cloudy. Okay, so what I have over here are a lot of my buy now items. I also have things over here that I need to research and figure out about. So what I'm going to start with is the stuff that I have in the buy now. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to load it into the buy now real quick on this screen. You guys are also going to help me. Either you're going to, if you want to make offers on some of this stuff, or if you want to say, no, you got that too high, you need to lower it. So I'll start with some of the things I know I have in the buy now. Or I'm pretty sure I have in the buy now. This is a Mosser, I think. I forget the name of this pattern. Let me see if I can find it. So add to store, add items. So it should filter, yes, eye winker. So I have this eye winker. Isn't this beautiful though? Does this one glow? Let me go on my glow stick. I think it glows. I have that in there for 55. I might be too high on that. You can help me decide if I'm too high. You can make offers, or you can just say, hey, you're too high. Or if you think I'm fair and just the right person hasn't come along for it, then it can just, I'm going to wrap up anything that's in the buy now and I'm going to put it in this tote and get it out of my house. It looks Fenton. I thought it was eye winker. I thought it was Mosser eye winker. You think it's Fenton? It's pretty. I got my heavy duty. I could be wrong. I don't know. All I know is what Google image search tells me. I'm not going to pretend like I know this stuff. Oh yeah, it glows. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. I think cadmium glow, I like it over, I think I like it over the green, to be honest. Especially when it's this pretty red color. Yeah. So I have this for 55. Let me know if you think I'm too high on it. If you're interested, you can always make me an offer. But if you think I should lower it, yeah, when the orange glows orange, yeah, for sure, for sure. So what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be my buy now tote, so I can get it, do a 25 or 30 start bid and run it. I can run it. Does anybody want me to run it? I would have to delete it from my buy now. I don't think I can, as far as I know, you can't convert things from buy now to auction easily. but I can run it. I can add it in and we can run it. It's in the buy now for $5.55 right now. It's in the buy now for, I don't feel like I sell that much out of my buy now during live streams. Yeah. Well, if I'm going to get to Florida, I still got to pay rent here on the 1st, and then I need money if to rent a place in Florida. I can run this now for 30 if somebody's interested, or it's in the buy now for 55. Or you can shoot me an offer in the buy now. Or I might what am I going to do in Florida? I'm going to not be freezing cold. That's what I would do in Florida if I get enough money to make it there. No, it would be working. It would be I would be working. It wouldn't be a vacation. I would go down there for a month. I just can't do this winter. I don't know if I have this in the buy now. This is signed Fenton. Oh, no, I know a couple auction houses down there, so I would go to auctions down there. Is this in the buy now? Do I not have this in the buy now? I don't have this in the buy now. Did I run it as an auction? See, this is why I'm going through this stuff. I'll run through the Fenton I have in the buy now real quick, but I don't have this Fenton in the buy now. Looks like that's a grape pattern in there. Does this one glow? Oh yeah, here's your orange with the orange glow. It's like a marigold iridescent. I don't know if you can see the iridescence on it in this lighting. But it does have iridescent on it. I don't even know. I could run this for 15 if somebody's interested. I could run it for 15. It's pretty. It's pretty. Otherwise, I need to make a pile of stuff I need to list in the buy now. Why is it doing like 82 times with somebody's name when you guys are tagging? That's weird that it's doing that. Almost 6 inches in diameter. Let me know. Yeah, it must be an app issue. I would shake your phone and report it. It is weird. I would shake your phone and report it so they can know, because the tagging is new, so that way they can get that flush up. So if somebody, oh, you have an Android? Oh, I don't know if you can tag with an Android yet. 15, otherwise I need to set this in the pile to run maybe on the 6th. I'll run this on the 6th. So I'm going to start a pile over here of stuff I need to either list in the buy now or run. Let's see, what other Fenton do I have? Oh, I have the Fenton tag. This is in the buy now. Dusty. I like this one because it's black. Can't oh, because you have an Android. This came from that house that I went live at, that they had the Fenton auction, and that lady had bought most of the stuff. And Fenton owned a store here in Springfield, and when Fenton closed, she closed the store, and they had an auction, and I think that's where this lady got this. So it's a Fenton tag, dealer tag, black glass, and this is black, like no light comes through it to see red or purple or anything. It is black. What do I have this listed for? I have it listed for 115, probably because I couldn't find another one. I could lower that one. I paid a lot for this too. I don't remember. I don't think I have the thing with it. I have this listed for 115 in the buy now. I would take an offer on that one too. I would take 75 on that. I think that's what I paid for it. I got it because I thought I got it. I just thought it was cool because it was black, and I can't find any dealer tags that are hardly at all with the silver. I can't find any online anywhere. Other piece of Fenton I have. Oh, I forgot to add that one to the stream. Let me add that to the stream. If you think I'm too high on that, let me know. Like I said, you can always make an offer. Did that come in the stream? Okay. You can always make an offer. I had the best Fenton show. Oh, thank you. This is Fenton. This I paid a pretty penny for. And let's see. I have it listed for 125. It's supposed to, now I know, it's supposed to, originally you could buy a base also that this sat on. But this is the hibiscus. This does not glow. I don't think that, yeah, this one doesn't glow. Hold on. This one I have for 125. I would take 90 on it if somebody's interested. I would take 90 on that. So anybody can make me an offer, and I will accept it. It is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous perfume bottle. But this buy now stuff is getting loaded. And it's signed on the bottom. Signed and numbered, hand painted. So yeah, so pretty. But I got to get this stuff off of this thing here. So I'm just, everything's going to go in this tote. And let's see, what else do I have Fenton over here? The other perfume bottle is listed. This one does glow. This one's pretty. It has the frit on the side, so it has the broken glass on the side there. And this one's so pretty, and it will glow green. That amethyst. Look at that glow. Let's see how much I have on that one. I have 130 on that one. I would take, what did I say on the other one, 90? I would take 90 on this one too. Oh, I thought I moved it to the, so if anybody wants to send me an offer, I would take 90 on that one. That's so pretty. I like the amethyst glass. The amethyst and the orange are my favorite glass. The orange is my favorite though. I like the teal too, but yeah, the orange is probably my favorite as far as glass goes. Get that one wrapped up so it's safe and sound in this tote. Other piece of Fenton I had was this one. Now this one's old. This is old Fenton. It's vintage. Back when Fenton very first started, old. I only found one other example online. Why is my phone just spinning? Am I cutting out on you guys? Am I good? Is the signal good? Because my phone is just spinning. I'm good? Okay, let me see what's going on here. Let me try again. It's just spinning. I don't want to exit and come back in. I don't want to lose my... Oh, good. Cray. That's awesome. What is going on, Knickknacks? Why are you just spinning? Skip. Add. It's just spinning when I'm trying to add everything. Oh, it goes all dark when I add to the store? It shouldn't. Okay. Let me try exiting and coming back in. Hold on. Or let me try refresh. And the refresh is spinning. Hold on. Let me go make sure the Wi-Fi signal is strong. I'm telling you, I'm going to buy my own Starlink. This Starlink that they got here. Split, and I just think that many times. Sometimes I have 8 megs and sometimes I have 200 megs. Something went wrong. Okay. Merry Christmas. Benny's Delights. Merry Christmas. Let me do a speed test. I'm getting frustrated. Speed test. Run speed test. Yeah. There's low signal behind the signal. That's the problem. It's this Wi-Fi. Freaking Starlink. You have stream paused, but you can hear me. Okay. Well, it's the start. Okay, now it's getting better. Is it starting to get better? You can't see me at all. Okay, let me refresh. Let's see if it'll let me refresh now.